Michael Alexander. Stalking the Wild Tofu.
Oh!
Stalking the Wild Tofu, Michael Alexander.
My great-grandpappy was Buffalo Bill. My grandpappy wrestled alligators and was known as Alligator Andy. My father was Rhinoceros Randy, who married my mother, Cockroach Carol, who, due to her fast heels and deadly accurate castanets, was also known as the flamenco flea killer. I am a vegetarian. They call me Tofu Tom. I was leading a safari, stalking and looking for wild tofu, the real tofu. I had beside me 3 guests, and of course, my bearers. Because when you're stalking tofu, you can't use regular chopsticks. You need the huge ones. And so my bearer, Abbott, had one. My bearer, Costello, had the other. We'd walked deep through the fields of alfalfa. I was looking carefully, seeking signs. Was there something? Was there a sign of soybeans? Yes, we spotted the spore of the soybeans and moved further and further forward. The time came when we were tired and we broke for lunch. So each of my guests brought forward their sandwiches and began to eat and talk about the wonders of tofu and how special wild tofu is as compared with the stuff that you just buy in the store. Suddenly, I heard a scream from Costello, and I turned and looked, and there was a spot of red on the shirt of one of my guests. Abbott screamed. The 2 superstitious bearers knew what I knew. There was no question. That spot of red was sriracha. Now, any of you who have watched Mung Bean Week on the Nature Channel know that the wild mung bean can smell sriracha from 5 kilometers away. There is no more deadly beast in the vegetarian world than the mung bean. And I tried to calm my bearers down as I withheld my rage at the foolish tourist beside me. And then suddenly I heard it. The rustling of alfalfa sprouts in the distance. And the sound, the only sound that you could possibly hear that would terrorize me. I heard the sound of the mung beans, the chants, the racing of the mung beans as they ran towards us. I grabbed my people. I set us running. Where could we go? It's hard to outrun a mung bean. But I remembered the chasm we passed. And I took us as fast as I could to that chasm. Quickly, I had Abbott and Costello lay out a bridge made from the chopsticks. And we crossed that bridge, the mung bean close behind us. And just before they came, we pushed the chopsticks and they fell into the chasm. And the mung beans died. And we lived. Remember, next time you eat that tofu, the risk of lives that came with it. Now, only one group has ever survived a mung bean attack, and that's mine. And so in some hunting lodges like this, instead of calling me Tofu Tom, I'm known as Mung Bean Michael, Mr. Toastmaster.